So I'm walking along the path, and there's cyclists still trying to come home, not always with lights. And I was remembering a strange comment that somebody left on a Patreon post. I think it was Eleanor Goldfield's Patreon post, and in the Patreon page it was something about Cyclepath Liars, and I was thinking about cycle paths as you would as you're walking along here, and there's a railway there. And my reply was that in France some of the cycle paths are built on disused railway lines, and they lie very well. There's one in particular my dad and I cycled on in Brittany, I think. It's absolutely spectacular. There's this one beautiful downhill run. Gosh, every time I blink I get a red flash. So unfortunately the red flash is so bright I can't actually see where I'm going. So it's still light. No, it's not showing up. It's not that dark. This track, on a gentle downhill slope, you can easily get up to 40 miles an hour. There is no segregation of cycle and pedestrian traffic, and the segregation is not particularly safe, especially in Cambridge. At the moment on Milton Road, it's chaos because they haven't pasted the signs on. So when you're directed off the footpath by these roadworks diversions, you can't. It's complicated reorienting yourself. You end up on the other side of the road. But that cycleway, that's not fast, right? Excuse me for a minute. It's dangerous. Why is so much effort being gone to build a dangerous cycleway in town? Because you're trying to move who? All those people in town, the people who work in town, all those people are supposed to cycle along that. Are those just the people who are wealthy enough to live in Cambridge and work in Cambridge? They're supposed to be cycling on there. So what about the people that can't afford to live in Cambridge? The ones that live in Waterbeach and Streatham, Ely, Littleport, Soham, and all these places. And now I'm walking along the river here. The cyclists want to use this, but it's pretty dangerous in the dark, especially in winter when it's going to be icy and wet. So what's all this Cambridge and sustainable transport and zero carbon bullshit? Really, you're just playing games. You're and they're just word games. You must be paying people a lot of money to write these press releases, to window dress this crap. I'm sorry, this is not very softly, but that's what it looks like. It's greenwashing, and you're doing it all the time. And I don't know what the problem is, right? It's political, it's to do with jurisdictions and boundaries and all this stuff. But what I said last time, your line management is below you now, so you've got to start bucking up your ideas. Because people are onto this, and what you're doing is criminal, and if anybody's got enough money, they'll take you to court. And I can tell you there are people with enough money that will do this. I think everyone's fed up with it. So here's a project. It's only on paper, but you make it real. You actually put down a proposal and see what it's going to take to do it. You build a high-speed cycleway all the way to King's Lynn. You build a whole network of them, and you do it by employing people and giving them free accommodation while they work and training them to a very high level, just like HS2. And you start working out how to give migrants work permits, and you start working out how to stop illegal migrant settlements in places. And I mean, just pull your fingers out, because there are a bunch of people that aren't doing their job. And maybe it's because you're tied up in political knots, but who made them and who's keeping them tied up? So I hope that's soft and gentle. This is what I was trying to do in Bolivia. I was trying to make a decent cycleway with decent facilities all the way along it, so that nobody feels the need to go all the way. They can go to any of there's science parks all over this damn county and Norfolk. Why can't they do research there? What's the matter? Don't people have proper telecommunications? Don't they have proper transport when they do need to get there? I mean, you've got people cycling goods, basically goods delivery services along the footpaths in Cambridge at 20 miles an hour, carrying hundreds of pounds. And you can't organise a safe cycle-only route or a network of safe cycle-only paths in the flattest county in the whole country. Because people don't have to go very far. If you weren't building satellite villages like things you've done to Littleport, you've built hundreds and hundreds of houses on some kind of fucking let them buy 10 get one free scheme that you run. This one's going to court. This one's going to go to court, so make the most of the rest of the time that you're employed.